Hey everybody, happy Friday, Rob here, and as you can see, I've set up camp down in the old cinema. This is about to go on our website now, something a little different from the norm for us. This is a 130 camper that we built for a customer a little while ago. It's been off on its adventures, he's used it, and it's now surplus to his requirements. Much rather it was out and being enjoyed by somebody else. So as you can see, lovely vehicle in Keswick green. It is a 2.4 diesel that we've then converted. Now inside we've kept it nice and plain, very functional, still with rubber floors, so it's easy to sweep out, mop out, doesn't matter where you've been using it, what you've been doing. But the underpinnings have all been sorted on there. So we've protected the chassis. That means that wherever you're going to take it, it's looked after. You know it's not going to show those signs of corrosion that we see typically on Defender chassis. It's also running our progressive suspension system. And this, because of the extra weight over the rear axle, also running helper springs along with our progressive dual rate spring, just to help keep things nice and planted on the road. So looking round the vehicle, lovely sort of period styling. We've colour-coded the front grills on there, kept it very clean in its aesthetic, colour-coded the wheel arches, but kept the original orange indicators on there. Really, really lovely, very, very clean. We've got upgraded wiper blades on there. We've got crystal headlight bulbs with upgraded bulbs in there, but nice and compliant wherever you want to travel to. We've got checker wing tops, so you can use and abuse these if you want to jump onto them and get up. But you'll see we have got a rather funny cable going up here, a little switch hidden away just in there. That actually is a hot water shower. Run the engine, flick this, very cleverly wired up, and you can jump under here, have a little bath, regardless of where you are in the world. So hot water shower there. We've colour-coded the mirror backs, added some sill checker in there just to protect it. These lovely classic tip-up side steps in there. And looking inside, you'll see, again, very, very simple in there. It's got cloth seats in there, air conditioning, electric windows. We've got a raised cubby box in there. But we haven't really touched that inside. Everything was all about the setup that you see on here. So we've got a full-length roof rack that runs all the way to the rear, over the top of the canvas in there. We've got a shortened area at the front that you can either use for putting your storage boxes on. You could actually set up a bit of a camp on there, use it as a balcony out the front of the tent. Beautiful in the morning if you want to just sit up there admiring the surroundings. We've got rear ladder, or side ladder should I say, on here. We've actually refinished the tops of these because they can get quite slippy. So we've added some grip onto those. And we've put a clear vinyl lacquer over this section. That's where your boots are going to hit. That's where you, as you climb up, is going to do. So we've just protected that little bit to think about that in there. And then this is my favourite bit of it, the rear of this camper. So we've got one of our mohair hoods here. That configured so we've got zip up sides. So you've got access into everything regardless of what you're up to. We've got a little section just in there that you can actually lift out. Power pack just in there. Again, very powerful. You've got 13-pin plug socket on there. You've got USB points on there. And then as we move around, we've actually texture-coated the lamp surrounds in there to tie it all together. Texture-coated the entire load bed, but in a matching Keswick green. So it all looks very, very factory. We've got the spare wheel mounted on the side there with everything boxed in around it. And these fantastic storage drawers in here, lockable storage drawers. Now, the nice thing about these particular ones is that if you've thrown your luggage or you've thrown your surfboard or whatever on top, you can't quite reach in and get it, you can simply grab the tops and they actually slide forward as well. So really nicely thought out. We've got a little rechargeable light in there just so that you can get in, see your possessions on a night. It flicks onto a yellow setting if you don't want to attract insects and such like. And also in here, because we've got the water tank, we've got our cold water feed on here that you could use for whatever you wanted, whether that's washing things off, spraying it, having a quick clean down. So we've got hot water shower at the front, cold water at the rear, and we've also got a built-in air compressor just in there as well. So really lovely in there. And then moving round to this side, we've also got our gas bottle holder. In here, we've got 12-volt power. We've also got a USB charger, so if you wanted to run anything, you're sitting here on your camp chair. And then we've got 2 switches. Now, they are for these fantastic lights that light around the side here under the awning. So if you're sitting out on a night and they go to one side of there, if I flip the second switch, that switches the other side on. So we've actually switched them side to side from the rear, or you have got a switch in the front where you can switch them all on in one go. So it makes setting up camp really nice and easy, and then you can use them as and when you want. It's also running a dual battery setup, so that's a split charge system on there. So you've got your leisure battery, which helps the running of all these lights and keeping it where you'd want it. And finally, the last piece of the puzzle is where you sleep. We've got the awning at the front. Then up here, we've got this fantastic dash roof tent on there. Massive amounts of room. It's got a wonderful skylight, letting light in when you want it, zip it up when you don't. Lovely padded mattress in there. I'll let Dom filming this pop up there and show you a little bit of it without me trying to break my neck climbing up the ladder while talking to you. But a phenomenal sleeping space. Because you're off the ground, you don't feel the cold like you would on a normal floor-based tent. So that's fantastic. It also keeps you out the way of any nasties. But you've got these fantastic big pods. The sides will open in here, so you really can get panoramic views all the way around. That is a properly well-sorted vehicle. All it needs now is its next adventure to go on. So along with our Yeti camping gear that we are stockists of here, including our very own branded Yeti mugs in there, we've got something for everybody. Whether it's the vehicle, whether it's a little bit of Yeti, we have got camping setups covered. So from me at Twisted, thank you ever so much for watching. I look forward to catching you all again soon. Take it easy. Bye for now.